Hi guys, so you wanted a tutorial on the mascara makeup that I just got. I just want to start out by saying I'm still learning, so probably won't be super smooth, but I do want to say that I really like it, and that even my mom had mentioned how natural it looked. So I'm almost 30 and I'm getting a lot of wrinkles. Don't mind the redness. I tried a retinoid and my skin hates it, so whatever. Alright, also I'm not good at like videos. You would think that being the only child I'd be like a professional at talking to myself, but here we go. I'm gonna get my hair out of my face, Carol Baskin style. So mascara makeup, the compact I got, God, I think it's the mini double decker. So I got 3 highlight shades. I got a contour shade. This is actually a highlight shade, but an Instagram influencer that I follow uses this as a bronzer shade, and she has a very similar skin tone to me. And then another highlight shade. On the other side, I have 2 lip and cheek colors, an illuminator, and just a eyeshadow. So I've already washed my face, moisturized, put on my eye cream. You know, if you're from the 90s, you're gonna need it right now. So please don't mind my fake tan hands. It was a disaster. Okay, so I'm sure that there's 500,000 ways to apply this. And I'm sure that I'll find my groove eventually, but I'm going to start with my highlight. Basically with this makeup, they call it 3D makeup, so it's to enhance your natural beauty, I guess, instead of covering it up. So instead of one foundation shade, you have your highlight shades and then your contour shades, and they both have coverage, so you're going to get coverage without having to layer. I'm going to start out with the color June, and this is the best blend forever. All of their brushes are double-sided. They're supposed to be perfect for these cream products. So I'm just going to literally barely tap my brush in, because a little bit goes a long way. And if you see me looking over here, my mirror is right here. I had a vanity that my dad bought me and I can't find it. So where you're going to want to highlight, it does come with a little card that tells you like your highlight goes here, and you know, I don't know. If you buy it, you'll know. So I'm just going to tap in, and I'm just going to start blending. And I do have this because it's Shark Week, so God bless it. I don't like a full coverage anymore. Like, I don't like looking cakey. I don't like something that looks heavy. I just like natural coverage. And usually, so before this, I was using CoverGirl's matte BB cream, and I really loved it. I tried the It Cosmetics CC cream, and it was just too heavy for me. No matter if I put it on with a brush or with a sponge, it just looked awful on my skin. And so for a little background, I do have like a combination oily skin. I used to be just like strictly oily, and I would like avoid moisturizers like the plague, but you have to use a moisturizer, and you have to just have a good skincare routine. Like I said, typically I don't have this redness. I started using Differin because I told my dermatologist that I didn't want wrinkles. I'm seeing them under my eyes. I'm seeing them on my forehead. And she was like, you have great skin. Little does she know, I love the sun. I am a sun worshiper. I mean, I guess she does know because I had to have a spot removed. But I love the sun. And now I'm getting old and I can't love the sun as much. But she told me to start out with Differin because it's, I guess, a form of retinol. And if my skin tolerated it, well, she would give me a prescription strength. It did not tolerate it at all. So, okay. So I buffed this with this BBF. And the great thing about these brushes is you don't have to clean them off to go to your next shade. They're perfect for everything. I did get another brush, which I'm going to show you in a second. So I just went ahead and buffed that highlight color June, basically my T-zone. So I buffed it here, buffed it along my jawline, buffed it in the middle of my forehead, really, anywhere where I needed a little bit of coverage. And then I'm going to take this. This is the Detail Hack brush. So this brush, the BBF, I'm using this for my highlight color. I'm using it for my blush, my bronzer, and then I am going to use the other side for the eyeshadow. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my contour color, and this is the color Olive. And I'm just going to very, very lightly tap my brush into here. It's going to look crazy, I'm telling you, but it blends out so nicely. I have to look in the mirror because I can't do this phone thing. But so basically for your contour, you're going to want to go right under where your cheekbone is. And if you roll this, you'll be able to find it easily. Usually when you dip your brush in, you're going to want to start at the back because your brush is going to have the most color on it. And you're not going to want the most color to start in the middle of your cheek, although these are cream products and they blend like literally seamlessly. But what I do is I just go ahead and like stamp it. And you never really want to take your contour color farther than the edge of your eye. You don't want it to come, you know, way down here. So what I do is I just stamp it. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I literally can't see this side because it's in the dark, so pray for me. Alright, so then what I do is I'm just going to keep like tapping, and you can also like swipe up. You don't ever want to drag it down because it's going to drag your face down. But go ahead and stamp it. Some people take their contour like under their lip to make their lip look bigger. I don't need my bottom lip to look bigger, I need my top lip to look bigger, but it's whatever. You can take it under your chin. You know, quarantine snacks. Just make sure you blend it. In this godforsaken thing, I'm waiting for the color Sandy because I heard if you have a lot of acne and a lot of redness to cover up, if you put on the darker, a tone darker than your skin tone, it's gonna help cover the redness. But I just haven't gotten it in the mail yet, so just waiting, you know. I've ordered so much stuff during quarantine that I really wish it would just be over because I can't take it anymore. My wallet can't take it. Okay, so now I'm gonna contour my forehead. I'm gonna try to do this on my phone. Oh, this is not, you know, it is what it is. I have the largest forehead, so we want it to look smaller. So you go ahead and put it on, and then you just blend. And you wanna make sure you're blending into your hairline. Literally, these products blend so nicely. I can't even explain it. Don't mind this. I'm literally sweating. I don't know why. I'm nervous. Okay. I hate myself. Alright. But yeah, I've ordered so much stuff during quarantine. It's insane. Alright. So, like, literally blends like a dream. So if you want a highlighted under eye, which I personally like, I have a little bit of darkness under there. I got two different shades because I wasn't sure, you know, which one would be the best. And this one I think was out of stock for a little bit. So this is the highlight shade Aura. I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to put it under my eye. I'm going to switch to the BBF brush. So I'm just going to dab in that, just literally the smallest amount. And you're gonna look at these tins and be like, oh my god, this is not going to last me. Girl, you literally dab. Like, that's it. That's all you need. And I'm gonna do both eyes with that because I don't know about you, but like, I don't know if it's because I was like such a sun worshiper and like I tanned in tanning beds like from high school to at least college, and your girl has got some wrinkles. It's also probably because I was born in 1990 and we are going to be 30, so like I think this is just how it's going to be. I don't want under eye filler. Do want Botox. Like, I do. Let's just be honest. But so I'm just gonna blend this out. Oh, I'm also blending it on my eyelid because I do have veins on my eyelid and a little bit of redness. For whatever reason, I have the driest eyelids, but like the rest of my face, I mean, my T-zone is definitely, it gets oily. Yeah, my eyelids will get to the point where they're like flaking and it's disgusting. So yeah, so I'm just going ahead, I'm just blending it all over, and literally takes 3 seconds. This is taking me longer because I'm running my mouth, but if you know me, that you know, that's just what happens. Okay, so there's 2 different colors I could use for my bronzer shade. So this one is actually, it's a highlight shade for darker skin tones. It's called Icon. It's more of a warm tone, but this is the Bella bronzer, so I'm going to use that because I think it's more universally used. So I'm just going to dip my brush in it, literally just dip it, and then I'm just going to apply this right over my contour. And I'm just gonna, you want your bronzer to kind of go in a 3 shape. You already contour down here, so you don't necessarily need to go down there. And you just want to just buff it gently into your skin. You're probably shaking and you're probably getting nauseous because this is on my bed and my knee was just hitting it. So good. For whatever reason, I can't talk when I go this way, but it is what it is. I literally love how natural this is, and it like, I was so nervous because I have really oily skin, so I was like, oh god, a cream product, like it is going to slide off my skin. No, it's perfect. Okay, so I just buffed that in. It looks great. I mean, to me, it looks way better than my regular makeup. I am going to contour my nose a little bit. That's not a step that I would usually do, but for the sake of it, I'm just going to dip the edge of my Detail Hack brush into the contour shade Olive, and I cannot do it here, guys. My nose will be like way over there. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down the sides of my nose. Then I'm just gonna flip it over and just kind of like brush it up to blend it in. Y'all, who do I think I am? Okay, so I didn't put anything on my cheeks. I don't like a whole lot of coverage on my cheeks. Obviously you could go ahead and put your foundation, your highlight color in there. I didn't because I'll just put a blush over it. I love blush. I think it makes you look really just glowing. I have 2 different colors. This is the other side of my palette. I did get this palette for free with buying these shades. So this is the color. These are lip and cheek colors. So you can use them on your lips. You can use them on your cheeks. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like a lot of color on my cheeks. Like, I like the natural color of my lip, or my lips I'm at. I like the natural color of my lips. Usually if I put anything on my lips, it's either Carmex because I'm a psycho, or I just use this Milani lip liner and then just a clear gloss. Like, it looks pink, but it's clear. I'm sure that they would be beautiful on your cheeks though, but it's just not my vibe. So I'm gonna use this color Ruby, which looks really scary in the pan, and I'm not gonna lie, the first time I put it on, I rubbed my brush in there and I had no idea that it was so pigmented. So I looked like Pennywise, but I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm literally just going to dab it, and then when I dab it, I'm gonna use it on both cheeks. So I'm just gonna put like a little line because Lord have mercy. And then I'm just gonna buff it in. And these are just, this color for my skin tone, like, it's just perfect. It's like the perfect color that my cheeks would actually turn. And I like a little bit on my nose because if you think about it, when you're in the sunlight, like, it's going to hit your nose. So I just think it looks more natural if you actually put it on your nose. Okay. Alright, so there's that. I am going to flip my brush over. I'm just going to dip into the color. This is the eyeshadow shade Bubba. And I'm just going to put it in the crease of my eyelid. So before this makeup, I would usually just use my bronzer. I'm not an eyeshadow girl. I don't like a bazillion color. Like, it's just, it ain't me. I like simple. I like natural. I like, easy things. If you wanted to, you don't have to. I don't always do this. You can tap in and just run it along your lower lash line. Don't mind my mouth hanging open either, please. Easy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, there's this illuminator that I have. This is in the shade Rose Gold. It's really natural and I love that. I used to go ham with the highlighters. I have an 0 for 1 Rodeo Drive that I really like. The Wet n Wild ones, the Maybelline ones. I have Cookie by Benefit. They're all very blinding, but the older I get, the more I think, like, you better slow down. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is a Morphe sponge, and honestly, it's 5,000 years old. I'm just gonna dab it in there, and then go ahead and put it on the high points of my face. So I'm just gonna dab it around here. Dab it around here. If you want, you can take your finger and put it in the inner corners of your eyes, just to kind of open them up a little. But that's the vid on that. If you want, you can always take, if you are oily like me, this is just, it's the Coty Airspun. I don't want to tip it over because it'll go all over my pants. It's Coty Airspun. It's like $6 at Walmart. It's a really, really good setting powder, especially if you're combo or oily. If you do want to set any area, like for me, if I was going out and it was hot out, I would probably set my T-zone. But with this makeup, like, it just looks like your skin. I don't like the super matte look anymore. But if you wanted to, you could always just tap off the excess, put it in your T-zone where you get oily, and it's gonna mattify, what you want it to. So next I'm just going to go ahead and set with a setting spray. Maskara does have a setting spray. They have the Stay Spray, but I think that they're repackaging it. And I think it'll be out this summer. This is just like a mini I got of the All Nighter from Ulta. I'm just gonna spray my face. And then I'm just gonna take one of the sides of the Morphe sponge and I'm just gonna dab over everything to just kind of set that spray in, make sure there's not any, globs or excess of the makeup anywhere. Now, really all I have to do, I don't do a whole lot. I don't do eyeliner anymore. I can't make a straight line, so there's just no point. So I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, throw on some mascara. Oh my god, how creepy is this, right? Men are always so intrigued by this. I don't understand. Like, yes, we pinch our eyelids to look pretty for you. Then you have to act like idiots. It is what it is. Okay. I'm using one of my favorite mascaras. I don't think that you need to spend $1 bazillion on mascara. I think that half of them are all the same. This is the Monster Bag by Lancome. Don't mind me over here again. Honestly, one of my favorite mascaras right now is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye. It's good. It doesn't clump. I can't talk when I do this either. Do you guys have one eye that like the lashes are good and then your other eye the lashes are like straight? Because I do, because I sleep on this side and they like don't do what they are supposed to do. Look at me go. Everybody who like does YouTube and stuff are probably cringing at me. I'll try to cover this more so you guys can see that you can like actually cover things. I just don't care at this point of my life. This to me tells me like people are going to know like this is the hormonal area, so like I'm on edge, like stay away, like proceed with caution at this point of your life, because the girl could snap. All right, let me try to get a little bit more coverage. I'm just gonna take a little bit. Oh my god, I cannot do this in this phone. See, look at y'all. Why do I keep saying that? I'm not from the South. I need to get out of quarantine and see my one friend. But okay, we could probably do that with this too. This little scar. Looks like a beauty mark, so I usually just leave it because you know what? It is what it is. So that's that. I'm gonna slap on a lip liner and call her a day. You know. Alright. You can use the contour color to line your lips, which I really want to try. I just don't have a brush right now to do that. Mascara sells one. I don't have it. And I'm not going to the store to try to find a brush for my lips for nobody when I'm sitting in the house. I'm just gonna fill it in a little, and then this is, oh, that was Milani. What color was this? All natural. And then this is the Buxom gloss, which I really like. I don't like sticky glosses, and I don't really like colored glosses because I haven't found one where the color doesn't separate. So like, I tried the Anastasia one, I tried a Stila one, I tried the Dose of Colors one. Separates. So I don't know. I just stick with like a clear based gloss, and then it just worked. I usually don't wear a lip color because I don't know, I just feel weird about it. But that is it. Super natural, blends in like a dream. Love it. If you guys are interested, please let me know because I'm seriously considering selling it. I really, really love it. Obviously, you could probably get this done in like 10 minutes or less. I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for. I was talking through it, so took me a little bit longer than it usually would, but I really want to try their moisturizer too. I've heard great things about it. So let me know if you're interested, and I hope to see Jenna soon, whenever quarantine ends. But all right, bye guys.